going on, Jerome's? So this has been a completely random year, and especially due to injuries, and especially quarterback injuries. I mean, there's been some amazing stories. The passion knot for the game and a half was fantastic, but also we were treated to another one. So Jumpin' Joe Burrow down and out with that wrist injury. Jake Browning, former Vikings practice squad legend Jake Browning, coming on in, and he did the damn thing. So the Bengals, who were 10-point underdogs, went to Jacksonville on Monday Night Football and got it done in overtime. And Jake Browning, frankly, he balled the F out, man. 32 of 37, 354, 9.6 yards per attempt. Woo. Great. A touchdown, a 115.5 quarterback rating. Also had a scamper in for a touchdown as well. So he did great. And he didn't reinvent the wheel per se. But he basically did what Brock Purdy does. Just distribute the ball to your superstars. Had a long-ass pass to Jamar Chase on third down, and that's really all you need to do, man. So getting the ball to Chase and Higgins, and then Tyler Boyd, who throws the worst interception you'll ever see in your life. It was good, man. But, I mean, proud of Jake Browning, man. And also Jake Browning, yes, we need to talk about Jake Browning. Kind of looks like Casey Dutton from Yellowstone, which I think is coming back at a certain point. But it is notable because Jake Browning, of course, is former Vikings legend Jake Browning, like we mentioned. And also it's very notable because next Saturday, we have his TBD, but it's next Saturday, the Vikings play at the Bengals. Now, initially, when Joe Burrow went down, we're like, that's a win, dog. That's a win. But now it's looking kind of tough. Although that Bengals defense can be stingy, they certainly can get got. But I don't know. Like, if Browning avoids mistakes and just distributes the football, I think Cincy could be tough, and I think they could crawl back into the playoff places potentially. But, I mean, Jake Browning, it's such a weird thing, too, because Jake Browning, when he was with the Vikings, when he was at training camp and preseason, you're just kind of like, Feh. But you will remember Jake Browning from 2021 because he was legendary at the night practice because he was the only quarterback available because COVID restrictions were still in place then, and Kirk and the rest of the quarterbacks were like, nah. So Jake Browning, basically, like schoolyard football, when the one star plays quarterback, a full all-time quarterback, that's what Jake Browning did, and he looked good. But then in preseason, he looked very bad, and then he ended up getting cut. But Jake Browning was a 4-year starter at Washington. He was a 2016 Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year. And if he was able to declare after his sophomore year, I think he would have been a first-round pick. He may have been 2017. That was the Mahomes year. I mean, he could have been in the mix. Like, maybe he could have been QB 2 or 3 somewhere in there. But also, he returned for his junior and senior season. They're sort of whatever. He was undrafted in 2019, and the whole thing about him was like, well, his frame, whatever, his arm strength, whatever. Also had some shoulder issues, caused him to go undrafted despite high level production at UW, and also, well, he had like Ross and Dante Pettis, so he had weapons in 2016. But he was with the Vikings for 3 seasons on the practice squad, 2019, 2020, and 2021. Like we said, that was the camp where he was the superstar of night practice. But and then Sean Mannion was just like, no. And Kellen Mond was also in that mix there. But, yeah, Jake Browning didn't make the squad in 2021. He signed with the Bengals practice squad since then after the Vikings let him go. And since then, he has been the QB2. He's been working with Cincy behind Joe Burrow, and now he's getting his chance. And also, I don't know why. So I have this meme from Jake Browning. I don't remember the context. And it was to catch you 6 by 9. So maybe it's being a snitch. Like, I don't know. I forget what it is. It really doesn't matter. But, again, this is important in the context that Jake Browning, former Vikings legend, future Vikings Ring of Honor inductee Jake Browning, he balled the F out. And the Vikings are going to have to deal with that next Saturday. But, of course, the Raiders come first, and then we'll deal with Jake Browning next week. We'll be on to Cincinnati. There we go. But your thoughts are thoughts. Former Vikings practice squad and training camp participant Jake Browning just completely played a hell of a game on Monday night, man. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol production value.